Hello student, this is exercise 1.2 question number 1. Express each number as a product of its prime factors. Dear student, you know very well PFM. The full form of PFM is prime factorization method. Means it indicates that whatever the number we are given, when we took its factors, when we just take its factors, at that time those numbers must be prime numbers. Okay, you know very well prime numbers includes 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, and so on. These all numbers are prime numbers. So dear student, when you are going to divide any of the given number, you must apply 2, 3, 5 or any of the prime number according to the divisibility rule. Clear? Now first one is on your screen, that is 140. Let's try to find the PFM prime factors of this 140. Okay, so dear student, this is 140. As we know that here 0 is at a unit place, ones place, so it is even number, so that is divisible by 2. So the half of 140 is 70. Again it will be divisible by 2. Reason behind that, again 0 even number on a unit place. So 35 2 ja 70. Now no more with 2. Reason behind that, 5. 5 is here odd number. So dear student, 5 can be divisible with 5 only. Okay, so let's move with that. 5 and this is 7, this is 7 and this is 1. Right? So what are the factors of 140 we are gaining? Let's note down. 140 equal to 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So dear student, 2 is repeated 2 times here, so I will write it in exponent form as 2 square into 5 into 7. This is the complete solution of 140, which is quite easy. Now let's work out on the second. What is the second question here? We are given in that one number is 156. So let's make a factors of 156. Here you can see in the first example 2, 2, 5 and 7. All these numbers 2, 5, 7, they are prime numbers. So never try to work out with the 4 directly. Never try to go with 9. Never try to go with 6, because they all are composite number. Because the definition of this number, this question says prime factors. Okay. The answer, if you observe, 2, 5 and 7, all they are prime. There isn't any 4, 9, 6 like that. Any composite number should not be there. Clear to you? Now, some of the students, they are trying to move out with a 4 direct and they are gaining the correct solution here, and they will argue, ma'am, we have written here correct and you have given us not marks, so you should not do this mistake. Dear student, here clearly they are asking to go with the prime factor. Fine, so work out on this prime numbers only. Okay, so as we already in the beginning of the introduction of the chapter, I made you write what are the prime numbers, numbers which are having only 2 factors. Which 2 factors I am talking about? 1 is a factor of each and every number, so one factor will be 1 and the another factor will be number itself. Okay, so now work out on 156 here. So here I am correcting, it is 156. As you can see, 6 is on unit place, so we need to divide it by 2. So here what do I have here? 2 7 ja 14, 2 8 ja 16. Again with 2, so what do I have here? 2 3 ja 6, 18. 18 can be written as 2 9 ja 18. Now what about 39? We know the tables nicely. 39 is coming in the table of 3 also. 3 13 ja As we need to apply the rules of divisibility for 39, then the sum of 3 plus 9 is 12. And 12 is the multiple of 3. We know 12 is the multiple of 3. That's why 39 is divisible by 3. If you divide 39 by 3, you will get 13 here. And again, you know 13 is a prime number. So, dear students, what are the factors of 156 we are gaining? Let's list out here. So, I am mentioning here 156 equal to its factors are 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. Fine. So how many times 2 are there? 2 times. So it will be 2 square 3 into 13. Right? It is quite easy to get the factor this way. These all numbers 2, 3 and 13, they are prime numbers. Here. Here the third is on your screen, dear student, that is 3825, 3825. Let's have its factors. Okay. The number is having 5 at the unit place, so one thing is clear, the number is not divisible by 2 because it is odd number on the unit place. So let's move with the 3. Let's check for the 3. The number is given number is divisible by 3 or not. Divisible by 3 or not. For that we need to apply divisibility rules of 3. The divisibility rules of 3 says 3 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5. The sum of all these all four numbers is coming 18, and as you know, dear student, 18 is a multiple of 3. Therefore, this number is divisible by 3. So let's divide this number by 3. So 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, 22, 3 7 ja 21, 1 is left, is the remainder 15, 3 5 ja 15. One more time, let's try. Is it possible to divide by 3 again? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 7, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. 15 is again a multiple of 3, so number is divisible by 3. Let's move with that. 3 4 ja 12, 3 2 ja 6 and 3 5 ja 15. One more time, let's try with the 3, possible or not. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 is not a factor of 3. 11 is not a multiple of 3. That is multiple. So dear student, we can't go with 3 so far. So work out on 5 now. As 5 is here at a unit place, so number is divisible by 5 itself. So let's try. 5 8 ja 40, 25 will be left, so 5 5 ja 25. Again 85 can be divisible by 5. We know 17 5 ja 85. So dear student, let's note down all the prime factors of 3825 now. The question in that number we are given 3825. It's all the way prime factors which we are gaining are, let's note down, 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 70. Got it? Therefore 3825 equal to, which number is repeating here? You can see 3 into 3 2 times. So can I write 3 square in exponent form? 5 into 5 is also 2 times. So I am writing 5 square. And of course 17 is only 1 time. You can see, dear student, 3, 5 and 17, all these 3 numbers are prime number. So these are the factors of the given question number 3. Let's go with the 4 now. Now dear student, question number 1, it's a 4th is on your screen. The number which we are given is 5005. 5005 is quite easy. Because first let's apply the divisibility rules of 2. Possible? No. Reason behind that, 5 is on unit place odd number. So no with the 2. What about 3? For the 3, the rule says 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5. Sum is 10. 10 is not a multiple of 3. So this number is not divisible by 3. Yeah? Go with the 5 now. Okay. If I divide it with 5, then of course I will have here 1001. Right? Now 1001 can be divisible by which number? Now no more with the 2, 3 and 5. So forget that. Immediately plunge to the next prime number, that is 7. Let's try. Is it possible to divide with 7? In a rough column you must try. So I am choosing 7 here. Suppose 7 1 ja 7, 30, 7 4 ja 28, 7 3 ja 21. Yes, it is divisible by 7. Right. Now 143 again. If you see 143, then you will say, ma'am, it is a prime number. No, it is not a prime number. 143 is a composite number, and immediately after 7, the next number is, we know, that is 11, a prime number. If we divide with 11, then let's try possible. 11 1 ja 11 and 33 will be left. So 11 3 ja 33. Yes, the given number 143 is divisible by 11. It indicates that this number is not a prime number. It is composite number. It must have the factors 11 and 13, and 1 already there, and number itself 143 is already there. So there are 4 factors of 143. Which are they I am talking about? 1, 11, 13 and number itself 143. 4 factors are there. More than 2 factors indicate number is composite. Clear? So dear student, 13 is again a prime number, so it will go with 13 only, and here 1. So finally the factors of 5005 which we are having, they are, let's list out 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. Now no more we can write it in exponent form because no factor is repeated. Individually single digits are there, and you can see here student 5, 7, 11 and 13 all the way, they all 4 are prime numbers. Right? So these are the factors of this given number 5005. Let's work out on the fifth. So my dear student, the fifth is on your screen. 7429, 7429. Now here 9 is on unit place, so it's not divisible by 2. Again 7 plus 4 plus 2 plus 9, that is 22, not divisible by 3. And even it is not divisible by 5. Reason behind that, it is 9 on a unit place. So such a number, after trying with 7, 11, 13 and the next is prime 17. So dear student, this number will go with 17. So do this in rough column and try to divide 7429 by 17. If you divide it by 17, then after simplification in a rough column, you will get 437. And again 437, it is divisible by 19. Then you try one by one. If you divide 437 by 19, then 19 2 ja 38. Of course, this is 19 3 ja 57. So here it will be 3. And again, you know 23 is itself a prime number, so it will go with 23 only. So dear student, all the way the factors of 7429 are 17 into 19 into 23. And you know very well all these 3 numbers are prime number itself. That's why it is called the prime factorization method. So this is a complete question number 1. Right? I hope it's clear to you. So my dear student, here exercise 1.2, it's a question number 2 is on your screen. Find LCM and HCF of the following pairs of integers, and that LCM multiplied by HCF equal to product of the 2 numbers. Now let's go with the first. 26 and 91. So we should have the factors of 26 and 90. Okay. This is the question. Find the HCF and LCM value. Now, let's have the factors of 26. Okay, you know very well 26 is a composite number, so it will be divisible by 2 first. So, let me divide it by 2. What will be the result? If I divide it by 2, then here it will be 13. Again 13. 13 is a prime number, right? But one more number is there, that is 91. So let me have the factors of 91, prime factors. 91 will work out. If we work out, it will go with 7, you know, because 13 7 ja 91 and 13 1 ja 30. So finally, I should say that factors of 26 are 2 into 13. What are the factors of 91? That is 7 into 30. Okay. So dear students, we need to find first SCF. SCF equal to SCF, it means highest common factor. Which are the highest here? You can see 13 is the highest one, which is common in both of these numbers. So 13 is a common factor. What about LCM? Let's note down. So dear student, first of all, whatever the number we are gaining as a common in both of these factor, let's note down that. Now what are remainings? The remaining numbers are 2 and here it is 7. Here. So dear student, 13 into 7 to ja 14. Now if you multiply 13 with 14, you will get 182. So the LCM of this is 182. So successfully we are able to gain the value of SCF and LCM of the given two numbers. Now it's a time to check. Okay, let's apply the formula and try to find both the sides are coming similar or not. Now dear student, the formula is with us, that is LCM into SCF, that is equal to product of two numbers, that is equal to product of two numbers. In short, I am mentioning here. Okay, now what is the LCM? That is 182. What about SCF? What about SCF? LCM is 182. So I am mentioning here. What about SCF? SCF was 13. Okay. And what about the product of two numbers? Let's find the product of two numbers. So we know which two numbers I am talking about. First is 26, another is 91. Therefore, let's find the product of these two numbers. So when we multiply this with this, we will have here 2366. Same thing when we multiply 26 with 91, then also we will have the same product, 2366. So you can see in both the sides it is coming similar, so it is verified. We need to mention it is verified, hence it is verified. This is the first question of question number 2. First sum we have complete. Let's apply the same procedure for second part. So dear student, question number 2, it's the second is 510 and 92. Let's have the factors of 510 first. 0 is there, of course it will be divisible by 2. So 2 2 ja 4, here 11, 2 5 ja 10, 2 5 ja 10. As we know that 2 plus 5 is 13 plus 12. This is the sum of all these three digits is 12. So the number is divisible by 3. So we know 3 8 ja 24, 3 5 ja 50. Again 85 is having factor 5, we know. 18, here it is 5, so we know very well that is 17 5 ja 18 5. So I need to mention the prime number 17 over here. So these are the factors. Now let's work out on the another one, that is 92. 92 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. Half of 92 is 46. Again divisible by 2. 23 is a prime number, so this will remain 23. So finally the factors of 510 are 2 into 3 into 5 into 17. Factors of 92 are 2 into 2 into 23. Fine. So my dear student, first let's note down the SCF of the given two numbers, highest common factor. Now just observe, anything is common? Yes, we can see here 2 is common. Anything else? No. So SCF is the 2. What about LCM? As I told you, while writing LCM, first note down the number, given number which we are gaining as an SCF 2. Then whatever the leftover, please note down one by one all. 3 is left, 5 is left, 17 is left, of course 2 is left here, one more 2, and this 23 is left. Whatever the leftover number, that we will mention it as an LCM. Now let's multiply all this, okay? So please dear student, in a rough column multiply all this and tell me. So after multiplication we will have this 23,460. This is the LCM. Now it's the time to verify. So let's apply the formula. So dear student, let's apply the formula. As we know, LCM into SCF, that is equal to product of two numbers, right? Product of two. Let's substitute the value. What was LCM? Value of LCM was 23,460. What about SCF? What was SCF? In that case, SCF was coming only 2. Now, product of two numbers, that is 510 multiplied by 92. So, dear student, when we multiply both the sides, let's see a therefore sign. Just see 0, 6 to the 12, 2, 1 carry over, 4 to the 8 plus 1, 2, 9, 1, 9, 3 to the 6 and 2 to the 4. So it is coming somehow like that, 46,920. And then when you multiply 92 with 51, then also you will get 46,920 along with this 0 as a product. So you can see on your screen both the sides. After multiplication we are gaining the same answer. So it's verified, means verified. So we need to mention it is very clear. So the third one is on your screen, 336 and 54. So let me have the factors of both of this number first. So first of all, let me write 336. As 6 is at the unit place, even number, so number is divisible by 2. So 2 1 ja 2, 2 6 ja 12, 2 8 ja 16. Again with 2, 2 8 ja 14, this 2 4 ja 8. Again by 2, we will have here 42. 42 is divisible by 2, gives the result 21. We know 21 is having factors 3 7 ja. So dear student, these are the factors of 336. Now let's go with the 54, which is quite easy. Let's divide it by 2. 27. 27 is divisible by 3. 9 3 ja 27. Again with 3. 3 3 ja 9. So finally, the factors of 336 are, how many times 2? 4 times. So let me note down 2 4 times, then 3, and then 7. What about 54? Let's work out on 54. It will be 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Finally, these are the factors of 336 and 54. So first of all, let's take out SCF, highest common factor. Let's work out on common factor. You can see, dear student, 2 is present in both of this. Beside this, 3 one time. So the SCF is 2 3 6. Clear? What about LCM? Let's work out on LCM. LCM, for that, 2 is common factor, so here it will be 2. Fine. Then 3 is also there, so here it will be 3. Fine. Now whatever the leftover, which are the leftovers, you just see and look at your screen and see. What are the leftovers? 2 into 2 into 2. So let me note down all 2 3 times, and 1 7 is also there. Beside this, 3 into 3 2 times. So my dear student, if we get the product of all these numbers, then what do we have here? Okay, let's multiply and find the LCM. So dear student, the product is coming 3024, and that is we are considering as an LCM. Okay, now let's apply the formula to verify. So let's apply the formula. The formula says LCM into SCF, that is equal to product of two numbers. Right? So in such a case, what we have to do? Let's go with the LCM. What is the LCM here? LCM we found, that is 3024. Let me note down that 3024. And what about the SCF? That was 6. We found already that was 6. So here it is 6. And the product of two numbers, that is product of these two numbers. Okay. 336 multiplied by 54. So dear student, therefore sign is compulsory to mention. When we multiply 3024 with 6, it gives the result 6 4 ja 24. You carry over. Okay. Same way, if you do the product this, you will get the same 18144. So dear student, you can see both the sides answer is coming similar. So hence very, that is very. Okay. So the question number 3 is on your screen now. Find the LCM and SCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. Fine. Now let's see what we are given as a first 12, 15 and 21. So dear student, first we will apply the PFM, prime factorization method here. First number is 12. Let's note down all the factors of 12. 2 into, that is prime factors. 2 into 2 into 3. Right? 2 to the 4, 4 3 to 12. Let's work out on the 15. So we can write this in this way also. 12 can be written as 2 times. So we can mention 2 square into 3 also. If we want to write in a short form, then we can mention 2 square into 3. Now what about 15? 15 is it is also prime factor. Two factors, they are 3 and 5. Because 3 5 ja 15. Same way, let's go with 21. 21 is having also two factors. This is 3 into 7. These are prime factors. Okay, so far it may have many more factors because 21, 15, 12, they are all our composite numbers. Okay, but here we have to list out only the prime factors. So dear student, these are the factors. Now let's work out on the LCM and SCF part. What is the LCM? First we note down SCF, highest common factor. Which are they? You can see 2 is present here, but 2 is not present here. 3 is here. 3 is a factor of this, 3 is a factor of 15, 3 is a factor of 21. So of course 3 can be the answer. Here there isn't any more that is common. So let's note down LCM, least common multiple. Which are they? In that we need to mention this 3 first. So the number which are coming as an SCF without thinking, note down that first, and then whatever the remainings are, let's work out upon that. From this 2 and 2, 2 times coming, so let me note down 2 and 2. 3 is already used, in 15 5 is left, and in 27 is left. So let me note down here. So the LCM, the product of all these, we are gaining 5 7 ja 35, 35 2 ja 70, 70 2 ja 40, and 14 3 ja along with 0. So it is coming 420. So my dear student, the HCF is coming 3 and LCM is coming 420, which is quite easy. So the second I have written on the screen, you can see 17, 23 and 29. Dear student, all these three numbers which we are given, they are prime numbers itself. Okay. And as we know that the factors of prime number is 1 and number itself. Same thing for 23, 1 into 23, 29, so it will be 1 into 29. So let's note down first SCF, highest common factor. You can see all the way all these three numbers are different and they are prime, so none of the factor is common except 1, because 1 is a factor of each and every number. So please student remember that SCF can't be 0. Okay, whenever you do not find anything common, then 1 is always available as a factor, common factor. Let's note down LCM. Now in LCM, whatever the terms except 1 we need to list out. Okay, so 1 is already there as an SCF, so rest of the terms which we are seeing on the screen, that is 17, 23 and 29 in all three numbers. Let's multiply all these three numbers. So my dear student, the product of all these three numbers, we are gaining 11,339. That is the LCM of this given question. Let's proceed for the next. So the third is 8, 9 and 25 on your screen. So dear student, let's have the factors of 8. We know 8 is a composite number. The prime factors of 8 are 2 into 2 into 2. Let's go with the 9. 3 3 ja 9. 25, we know 5 5 ja 25. So what will be the SCF? Of course, you can see nothing is common from this all. So please remember, dear student, whenever nothing is common, then 1 is a factor of each and every number. So we need to mention SCF is 1. Let's work out on LCM. Fine. You can see in all these terms, nothing is common. So we note down 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Okay. Let's multiply all this. What will be the answer? If we multiply all this term, okay, we will have 1800. So the LCM is 1800. Okay. So dear student, here only we need to mention SCF, which is coming 1, and the LCM is coming 1800. Clear to you? This is the complete solution of question number 3. So dear student, question number 4 is on your screen. Given that SCF 306, 657 equal to 9. Find the LCM of 306 and 657. Fine. So my dear student, as you know what we are given here first, let's note down that we are given those two numbers, that is 306 and 657. The two numbers are, let us begin. The two numbers are, first of them is 306 and Another is 657. Right? Next is we need to mention the SCF of. Okay. What is the SCF of 306 and 657? That we are given already, that is 9, right? But we need to find the LCM because LCM we are not given. So let's find the LCM, that is question mark. Okay, as we know the formula. Okay, what is the formula of the product of, as you know very well, that is HCF into LCM, that is equal to product of two numbers, right? Product of two numbers. So dear students, let's apply the value which we are given. What is SCF here according to the question? 9. LCM we have to find. What about the product of two number? Which two number I am talking about? The given two numbers are 306 and 657. So next step, we want to find LCM. So let's make a subject to LCM. So we will have 306 into 657 divide by 9. Okay. So it is divisible by 9 or not? Let's check by which number it will be cancelled. If we divide, yes, of course it will move with that 9 because 6 plus 3, 9 possible. So here 3, 9 3 ja 27, 9 4 ja 36. So my dear student, if you multiply 34 with 657, then let's see what will be the product. That is 22,338. So that is the LCM of the given LCM of given two numbers which is asked in the question. So this is the answer. Got it? Now let's work out on the question number 5.
Question number 5. Check whether 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Now let's see the solution of question number 5. So dear students, solution is on your screen. Just see, we are given that if the number 6 to the power n ends with the digit 0, then how can it possible? Then it should be divisible by 5. That is the condition. And as we know that any number with unit place as 0 or 5 is only divisible by 5. We know this thing, right? Now let's work out on the prime factorization of 6 to the power n. So they are 2 into 3 to the power n. Therefore, prime factorization of 6 to the power n does not contain prime number 5. Okay, we can see here 2 and 3 are the factors of this 6. So, it is not a part of 5. Hence, dear student, it is clear that for any natural number n, 6 to the power n is not divisible by 5. And thus, it proves that 6 to the power n cannot end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Clear to you? So question number 6 is on your screen, dear student. Just look at the question. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. This is the question. Now, let's see its solution. So, dear student, now let's see the solution of this question. We know that the definition of composite number, right? We know that is a composite number. It means it has factor other than 1 and itself. Means more than 2 factors, right? Therefore, for the given expression, we are given 2 expressions. One by one we will solve them. Let's see. So my dear student, first expression we are given, that is on your screen. You can see 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. So let's try to solve. First of all, what should we do? We will take out 13 as a common factor. So what do we have? We will get 13 as a common factor. So 13 outside the bracket. So inside the bracket we will have 7 into 11 into 1 plus 1, because 13 is already taken out common. So next step will be 13 into 77 plus 1. We know 7 into 11 into 1 is 77. And 13 into 78. 78 how we get? You know, 77 plus 1, that is 78. So dear student, if we take out the factors of 78, then we will have 3 into 2 into 13. Fine. So let's see further. So finally we can say in all these factors, 13 into 3 into 2 into 13, they all are total 4 factors, okay? And beside that, 1 is also a factor of the number. So more than 2 factors are there. It indicates that the given expression is a composite number. Clear? Okay dear student, now let's see the second one. Okay, what we are given in the second expression? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. In that case, let's take out 5 as a common factor. Fine. So what do we have? If we take out 5 as a common, then we will have inside the bracket 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 and plus 1 will be there. Clear? Now let's multiply 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. It gives the result 1008. And when we add 1008 plus 1, then we will get 1009. So finally we are having 5 into 1009. So it indicates that it has more than 2 factors. So it is a composite number. Clear? So now question number 7 is on your screen, dear student. Let's see what is the question. There is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? This is the question. Let's see how to solve this sum. So my dear student, we know that here 2 persons are there, Sonia and Ravi. They move in the same direction, same time. So in such a case, we are going to use a method to find the time when they will be meeting again at the starting point. And that method is to find the LCM of 18 and 12. Clear? So let's find LCM of 18 and 12. So my dear student, LCM of 18 and 12, that is 2 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 1. So if we multiply, that is 36. Hence, Sonia and Ravi will meet again at the starting point after 36 minutes. This is the technique how to find the solution of this type of question. I hope it's clear to you.